Charles Cosby, the original cocaine cowboys, East Oakland's finest.
The recent Netflix series Griselda has revived our memories of the feared cocaine godmother who made a name for herself in the drug trade in Miami for over a decade. Her remarkable journey and rise through the ranks have been captured in the show, and we also get a glimpse of her personal relationships, especially her second and third marriages in the series. However, her romantic exploits haven't entirely been explored in the series, and in this video, we bring you everything you need to know about one of her lesser-known lovers, a man named Charles Cosby. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. Who is Charles Cosby? And how did he get into a relationship with Griselda? While the Netflix miniseries omits the steamy love affair between Griselda and Charles Cosby, the latter had confirmed their relationship in a 2008 documentary called Cocaine Cowboys 2, Hustlin' with the Godmother. He revealed how he started his business by selling drugs on the streets of Oakland, California back in 1984. By this time, Griselda was something of a legacy in this industry, and like many others, Charles idolized her meteoric rise and success. His business flourished, and he ended up opening several crack houses in his neighborhood. Griselda was arrested in 1985, and he became more aware of her impact as her exploits were out in the open. He sent her a letter while she was still imprisoned in California, and they were soon writing to each other, although Charles was almost 20 years younger than her. The letters soon led to in-jail visits, and a romantic relationship started brewing between the two. Charles has revealed details about their first meeting, suggesting that Griselda had a lot of command over the prison guards. She bribed the prison guards to get some alone time with Charles, and it was the start of a passionate physical relationship as well. She was still conducting her business from her prison cell, and she made Charles an associate. He soon reaped the rewards of this new partnership as he became a millionaire just within 45 days of meeting her. They started to spend a lot of time together, and he was probably the mental support and much-needed relaxation for Griselda during her solitude in prison. Things couldn't have been better for Charles, who was being showered with expensive gifts like a luxury car and a Rolex. He met her several times in prison during their passionate love affair, and he spoke about the kind of life she enjoyed in imprisonment. She always met him wearing designer clothing, and privacy was never an issue because the prison guards were always willing to obey and appease her for the rewards. What was the fate of this unlikely affair? The good days of their relationship were numbered after Griselda suspected him of cheating on her. She appointed a detective to snoop on Charles, and the investigation revealed that he was indeed having an affair with a blonde lady named Amber. Griselda, known for her short-tempered attitude, was furious at the betrayal and hired a hitman to teach him a lesson. It is believed that Griselda hated blonde white women, and Charles's apparent affair with such an individual infuriated her all the more. Charles was in his car when the hitman pulled up next to him at a red light and shot him multiple times. Luckily for Charles, he was wearing a bulletproof vest and managed to escape the assassination attempt alive. However, there are people who believe that Griselda only wanted to threaten him for his actions, because if someone like her wanted him dead, he would be buried in the ground by now. Charles knew that his ordeal was not over, and he went to meet her once again. This time around, Griselda confronted him for his infidelity, and she was so enraged that she ended up choking him. Charles said in an interview that even though the prison guards were watching him helplessly being choked by her, no one moved a muscle until she let him go. He stood up to her and tried to reason with her, and the couple eventually split up.
Charles Cosby, man, living legend in the game, man. Please tell the people who you are, man.
Where is Charles Cosby now? He is one of the lucky individuals who is alive and outside prison walls despite being a close associate of Griselda Blanco. He wrote about the relationship with Griselda in his autobiography titled Hustling with the Godmother, My Life and Times with Griselda Blanco. Following the Netflix series, he is in the limelight once again. He has stated his appreciation for the series and admitted that Sofia Vergara has done a wonderful job in portraying the character. According to Charles, it was almost like staring at Griselda after all these years, and although the show did take some creative liberties, the depiction is still quite accurate. exploring some of Griselda's other rumored love affairs. Griselda Blanco wasn't exactly a success story when it came to her marriages. We keep saying Charles Cosby is exceptionally lucky because even though he was her boyfriend who cheated on her, he managed to survive. Her previous 3 husbands weren't so lucky, and all of them were reportedly killed on her orders. The first 2 husbands were rumored to have been killed because of infidelity and physical abuse, and her 3rd husband was killed by unidentified men after he ran away with their son Michael. She isn't referred to as the Black Widow for nothing. Griselda is known for her infamous temper and vengeful nature, and those who end up on her wrong side usually have their days numbered. After she killed her 2nd husband and ran away from Colombia, she started her business in Miami. Here, she had a trusted associate, Rafa Salazar, and they soon ended up having an affair before getting married. The couple even had a son named Michael, but it is said that Griselda's growing proximity to another subordinate, Jorge Rivi Ayala, and her increasingly violent tendencies pushed him away. Whether or not Rivi had an affair with Griselda is never confirmed, but the show does suggest that the man had a lot of love for her and even orchestrated the entire phone sex scandal during her trial to make things easy for her. It is said by those working closely with her that Griselda was not one to shy away from affairs if it seemed profitable. She had very good relations with one of her early partners, German, but whether or not they had a brief fling hasn't been confirmed. She even tried to win over her rivals with her charms and resorted to violence only when reasoning didn't work out. The cocaine godmother of Miami had a colorful life, and even her personal relationships aligned with her eventful career. However, her affair with Charles Cosby is somewhat surprising because it's a little unexpected and unlikely of her in many ways. Do let us know in the comments below what you liked the most about the Netflix series capturing the true story of the ruthless cartel leader. And also tell us your thoughts on her steamy affair with Charles Cosby during her prison days. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks, everyone.